The Liberian economy is booming here in Monrovia. IT businesses are on the rise. From web shops to computer stores to internet cafes are flooding the town. There's a big pool of ideas, but not every business manages to stay afloat. A successful business sails on professional skills, a solid business plan, and a charismatic entrepreneur. In this series, 8 entrepreneurs take the plunge to pitch their ideas for setting up their own IT business right here in Monrovia. They may have the skills.
Within 1 year time, we'll be raising up to $45,000 US.
But they lack the funds.
We need the amount of $9,200 to achieve this.
Witness these promising entrepreneurs swim off with $5,000 US. Which one of the 8 contestants will keep their head above water and convince the jury?
Charging by the hour for people coming in using the internet. Farnersville is not a very high income area.
Meet the jury. These are experts in the business sector. These lifeguards will confront each entrepreneur with critical questions about their business ideas. These very lifeguards will decide who will swim or who will sink. In today's episode, we have Thomas, Francis, and Lucy. First up, Thomas and Francis. I hope they have a viable plan to reel in these lifeguards.
We're going to open an internet cafe. Okay. And internet cafe is going to be multi-function. What do I mean by multi-function? We're going to be doing desktop publishing, we're going to be doing servicing, computer repair. We're also going to have also classes. We're going to be offering those services.
IT is our passion, and we see that the coming of fiber optic in Liberia is a great opportunity that the government can utilize to augment their education for all agenda. Even the poverty reduction strategy, we know that how information technology can help boost the welfare of people. So these services that we're going to be providing, we have researched very well.
You see, business is sometimes not about capital. It's about having interest or having the technical know-how into what kind of business you want to do. That's our strength.
I look at your plan. The amount that you put in there as your setup seems to be understated. Because to open up an internet cafe, if you don't have up to, how much you say you are looking for?
5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
If you don't have up to at least 10,000, I don't know how you're going to set up a quality internet cafe to do all the things that you are talking about.
We have one advantage that maybe you may not be looking at.
Okay,
what is most important besides getting the setup, getting the place, the computer, what is most important is the technical skills.
You are going to have a hall, right? You're going to rent or you're going to build. You're going to buy the computers, right? You're going to need to have a generator. You're going to have the internet connectivity. Yeah. Are you telling me all that you are going to do with less than, how much? $4,985?
We did an assessment, we did a research. The first thing we found a place for $600. Yes. Yeah. But we pay like around $50 per month. It's almost something like around 1 year. Okay. You look at computers. We're not going to start with brand new computers. We cannot afford them. We have all technicians. We want to buy 700 computers at least for $150 to $200. Meaning we're talking about 5 to 6 computers at a time.
So you're going to start up with only 5 computers?
5 to 6 computers. We want to start small, later on increase as the principal grows.
So if you have 5 computers though, I'm just, how much are you charging? You charging by the hour?
And in fact, during our study, we found out if we only make $5 US a day and we have 25% coming to our center, within 1 year time, we'll be raising up to $45,000 US. And if we are only getting 10% coming to that center, we will raise about $18,000 in a year. So that is sufficient money to help us increase our services to the community. And besides that, also we have been technicians for a very long time. If you look at our plan, you have printer. We don't have cost there for printer. We have printers. We have materials to start with, and we only need this capital to add on to what we have so that we can kickstart a business.
You won't be able to generate enough revenue if you are just working on 5 computers.
Where are you getting generator for $350?
5.5.
Because I want one.
When I look at the other service, the main service that you have that can provide you is your internet cafe.
Yeah, that's one aspect.
Yeah, the other aspect is dependent on that your 5 computers. So if you get the guy off, he's not browsing, that's when you can only do your desktop or you do training on that same computer.
The prices that we gave you will depend on the travel you bring to me.
Do you have a price sheet included in your business plan?
No, the price sheet for those services is not included because we believe that those are things that we can develop. What we included prices for are materials, those non-recurring materials that we think we need to start our business.
We're talking about your pricing to the customer so we can figure out how you're going to make back the money to pay the loan based on what you're charging the customer.
If we estimate, because prices varies in Liberia, right? We have inflation, but we estimate if all of our services can give us just $5 a day.
The 5 people earning $5, you multiply by each of them paying you an average of $5. Then you assume 360 days in a year, which is crazy because that means only 5 days in a year that you will not work.
The reality is that we cannot even make $5 a day. I know that we can even make more than $50 a day.
I just think this is just another internet cafe. I don't see 25 people spending $5. If you had said, 40 people a day spending $1, that'd be more realistic. But I don't see 25 people coming and spending $5 just to use the internet. So, and you didn't discuss your other services you're going to be offering really in your business plan. So, for me, it's the same.
The swimming, the singing.
So you got a score now.
Tiebreaker or not.
Oh, gentlemen.
What about you?
The swimming.
Okay, the swimming.
There you go.
Good evening, judges.
Good evening.
I'm Lucy Okolocha. I have a degree in computer science. The name of my business is Cash Kids Training Center. We need to buy computers, furnitures, office equipment, stationaries, and generator. We need the amount of 9,200 to achieve this, and I'll be contributing 4,200. But our target market are parents that have kids that fall under that age, 4 to 16. And we chose this market because we see the need to catch them young.
How do you want to catch them young? How are you going to get this potential, whether it's their parents or the children themselves, how are you going to get these children to actually come to your computer school?
First, I have spoken with some parents. Aside the ones I've spoken, I can also place adverts through media, online, billboard adverts.
So what, because I heard adverts on the radio, I will just start running to your school?
Yeah, I'll convince them, but I'll tell them part of the program that I'll teach them. Like, initially I can start with typing tutor, and also I'll teach them other programs, how they can produce their own games, write their own programs, and make a tangible project.
Where's this school going to be located?
Banners Bay area.
Okay, so I like your idea. I think you're well trained in this area, and so I have no doubt that you probably do a great training with children, and I think that the ages you're marketing is very good to get them started early. But I have a couple of problems with your plan. One, Barnersville is not a very high income area.
Okay.
So to get parents to be able to afford $100 when the average person in Barnersville doesn't make $100 a month is going to be extremely difficult.
You need to have enough customer to generate the kind of revenue to sustain the cost that you have. There's going to be fixed costs there. You're going to pay rent, you're going to pay electricity. These are fixed costs. Okay, that whether you have 1 student or 100 students, you have to pay. Like Krista said, it's in the wrong location. In the wrong location. Those target customers cannot afford the kind of cost that you are associated with it. So you need to think about changing the location. You need to be more clear how you're going to get consistently, how you're going to get the customers to come. That one is not there right now. So these are critical things that you need to change. But sitting down here, looking at it, what you are presenting, what you have here, based on this opportunity, I think it is the same.
Again, I can't say slim for this based on your target market and the pricing.
You see, for me, it's also a sink. But I think you have a very viable business model. It's so viable that there are countless people who are doing just this in Liberia right now.
All of our swimmers will take home a $5,000 US loan to expand and grow their IT businesses. These entrepreneurs promise to boost the Liberian economy and the IT sector in Liberia.